Okay. I want to welcome everyone to our concert today. We're all from either Northeast Philly or Scranton, Pennsylvania. And this is all of our first time in this area. We basically know Williamsport as the home of the World Series of the Little League. But it's great to be here. I've heard about Williamsport all my life, and I've never had an opportunity to come here, and I'm thrilled to be here today. This is going to be our first concert that we're going to be, and hopefully, if it's successful here, we'll do a series of concerts over a period of time in different cities. But we haven't even done one like this in our hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania. So Williamsport is basically, we're going to see how successful we are and whether we want to continue with this series. I'm beginning the program with a surprise. No one knows about what I'm about to do, and I figured if I was coming here as Master of Ceremonies, I should have an opportunity to do at least one thing on my own. The people performing today are, besides myself, Cantor Aronzon and his son Leo. And they come from a beautiful family. Cantor Aronzon's wife Mila is here today. And he has two daughters. One of them is here today. He has an older daughter, Sasha, who is working and living now in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And he has a younger daughter, Elizabeth. May 5th is the date that Elizabeth is going to become bat mitzvah at the Conservative Synagogue, Temple Israel in Scranton. Elizabeth's best friend is Bathsheba Gruber, who is also her next door neighbor. And Bathsheba Gruber is Orthodox, and she recently celebrated in mid-October her bat mitzvah. In honor of this occasion, I wrote a song called Two Daughters, which I've dedicated to Elizabeth Aronzon and Bathsheba Gruber, and I'd like to sing it right now. It's called Two Daughters. If two best friends on the threshold of becoming 13 years old always follow what they are told and act polite instead of bold, and never let their hearts turn cold, and never let their souls be sold, then they're a true joy to behold. Two daughters worth their weight in gold. If two best friends on the threshold of becoming 13 years old always follow what they are told and act polite instead of bold, and never let their hearts turn cold, and never let their souls be sold, then they're a true joy to behold. Two daughters worth their weight in gold. Okay, now I'm going to go with the program. The first number, sung by Cantor Aronzon, will be Shehachianu. Shehachianu is a song that Jewish people sing on happy occasions, and also when you're doing something happy for the first time. And because we're coming to Williamsport for the first time, plus it's the first in our series of hopefully of concerts, this is a very appropriate way to open today's program. I give you my friend and I'm privileged to know this entire family, Cantor Aronzon, who are in for a real treat today, singing Shechianu. Thank you.
Thank you.
For his next selection, Cantor Aronzon will do a solo of Ma'at Sur, the traditional Hanukkah song for lighting the menorah. I hope you enjoy it.
Show
The next selection is the first solo by Cantor's son, Leo Aronzon. He will be accompanied by his good friend, Moshe Feingold. The name of the song is Kavodo, which extols the glory of the Almighty that we believe fills the entire world. I give you now Moshe Feingold and Leo Aronzon.
Thank you everyone for coming today. Such a beautiful day. Beautiful place here in Williamsport. Hanukkah is a very unique time for the Jewish people. Our nation has been through so much. It's been a very long exile. And every single place we end up, we get persecuted, we get kicked out, they want to kill us. But the story of Hanukkah is very unique. The Greeks, they were not interested in physically destroying the Jewish people. They wanted to destroy us spiritually. They didn't want to kill us. They wanted us to forget our Torah. They wanted us to leave the Almighty. They wanted us to forget about God. They wanted us to replace it with their sports, with their theater, their Greek philosophy. And then they came in, they took over the holy temple, and they defiled it. When we have a holy temple, we're able to feel the presence of the Almighty here in this world. And unfortunately, when we don't have the temple, we don't feel that presence. And when a few of the Kohanim, the priests that worked in this temple, they came together and they said, it's time to fight the Greeks. And even though there's only a few of us, and the Greeks have such a great army, they were willing to give up their lives. And they fought against them, and they took back the temple. And they brought the glory of the Almighty back. That's what the song is. That the glory of God fills the whole world. On Hanukkah, we are so hopeful that very, very soon, we're finally going to be able to rebuild our temple. And once again, the glory of the Almighty will fill the whole world. And they should be very soon.
I think all of you are beginning to see that today's program. is very, very special in many, many ways. The next selection is a song that I wrote a few years ago, giving a new take on the celebration of Hanukkah. I was fortunate enough to film a video at the Aronzon home in Scranton with the Aronzon family, a total of 15 people. Since then, this video has been seen all over the world. And the amazing thing is that ever since then, not a week has gone by, regardless of whether it's Hanukkah or not, that the number of viewers of this video has gone up. We never expected this. We hoped, at the very least, that every Hanukkah, the song would be popular again. We never knew that people all over the world would watch the video over and over again, regardless of the time of year. I feel very honored to come here today, knowing very well that my singing abilities aren't 1/100th of the people I'm appearing with. But I hope the song and the spirit in which I sing it will make all of you appreciate the song called the Latka Song. They always serve vodka with latke on Hanukkah at the Epsteins. I never get cross if there's no applesauce or no bottles of wine. I always drink vodka with latke on Hanukkah at the Epsteins. You won't hear me scream, there's no sour cream, because they have latke 12 different kinds. So what if it snows? Who cares if it rains? As long as there's vodka, no one complains. They always serve vodka with latke on Hanukkah at the Epsteins. As long as there's vodka with latke, the latke tastes simply divine. As long as there's vodka with latke, everyone has a wonderful, everyone has a wonderful, everyone has a wonderful time. Next selection is going to be sung by Cantor Aronzon. It's Yismachu, a traditional prayer sung all over the world at the Shabbos morning service. Thank you.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבס וקורא עינק, שומרי שבס וקורא עינק שבס. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבס וקורא עינק, שומרי שבס וקורא עינק שבס. Shamare Shabbos v'korei Yonek, Shamare Shabbos v'korei Yonek Shabbos.
The Cantor and Leo, the first of a few duets as part of this program, will be performing Kachenu, another prayer sung all over the world every Shabbos morning. I give you Leo and Cantor Aronzon.
לילה ועבדך באמת. ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם 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 בם, ים בם 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 בם, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם 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 בם, ים בם 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 בם. וחנכי לינו, השם מלכנו, יבואו ברצון שם קודשך, ינוחו בה ישראל, מקדשי שמך. לילה לילה, לילה לילה, לילה לילה, לילה לילה, לילה לילה, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם 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 בם, ים בם 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 בם, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם בם בם, ים בירי בם 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 בם, ים בם 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 bam. You Aronzon.
Can't do Aronzon?
Leo will now return to the stage to do an original song in English called Is Anyone Out There? Accompanied by Moshe Feingold. I hope you enjoy it.
I have so many questions that are on my mind, and the answers are oh so hard to find. I have so many questions that are on my mind, and the answers are oh so hard to find. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods, and I wanna go home, home, home. Hey-oh. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods, and I wanna go home, home, home. Ba-ba-ba-ba-yo. My, yo. Ah, yeah, yeah. Life, I'm caught in the midst of strife. I can't see the path, it feels like night. Who runs the world? Can I get a time out? I've got a lot of things that I need to find out. I am so sick of guessing, my mind is bruised. Life's got me stressed and I'm so confused. Tell me who, what, where, when, why, and how. I'm looking for the answers I need to know now. Hey-oh. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods, and I wanna go home, home, home. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods, and I wanna go home, home, home. Ba-ba-ba-ba-yo. My, yo. Ay, 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 yo. Na, 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 na. Say the world was created in 7 days, so you might have to change your ways. 6 days working and 1 day resting. So Friday night to Saturday night, stop stressing. Don't just take my word from this lesson. You're on the right track, asking these questions, but the answers take a lifetime. You know, before the light of day, there's got to be a nighttime. Consider this a lifeline. Your body's from the earth and it wants to return, but your soul is from God and for the truth it yearns. So you gotta find balance. That's why we all face a challenge and have unique talents to fulfill our mission. Where God steams to choose life, that's the only decision. Hey-oh. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods and I wanna go home, home, home. I don't hear any response. Hey-oh. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods and I wanna go home, home, home. Hey-oh. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods and I wanna go home, home, home. Hey-oh. Is anybody out there? I'm lost in the woods and I wanna go home, home, home. Thank you.
In this concert, there are going to be songs partly or all in English, Hebrew, Russian, and Yiddish. The next selection is Cantor Aronzon singing the Yiddish song, Tumba Lalaika. Yiddish is a very special language, lost to many people these days. It's a beautiful language, and no one can do it as much justice as Cantor Aronzon. Thank you.
Wachsen und regen, was kann brennen und nicht dem Herren, was kann bänken, weinen und tränen, tumbala, 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 laika, tumbala, bala, tumbala, bala, tumbala, laika, spielbala, laika, tumbala, laika, spielbala, laika, Frelle soll sein. Narscher Bocher, was dann zu fragen, a Stecken wachsen, wachsen und regen. A Liebe kann brennen, und nicht im Herrn. A Herz kann brennen, weinen und tränen, tumbala, 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 laika, tumbala, 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 laika, tumbala, laika, tumbala, laika, tumbala, laika, tumbala, la, tumbala, laika. Spielbala, laika, tumbala, laika, Frele soll sein. Frele soll sein.
As you've noticed today, part of our program has been accompanied by the brilliant pianist Linda Hauk from Missouri County near Stanton, and also by Scranton's own Mark Whittier, who's considered in northeastern Pennsylvania one of our outstanding violinists. Now, highlighting their individual talents, I give you an instrumental, Linda Hauk and Mark Whittier. After that brilliant instrumental, Leo Aronzon returned to the stage to do the very well-known Hashimenu. I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as you have.
I don't know how well known it is. I'm not sure how well known it is, but
It will be well known after today.
the meaning of the song, you know, we say it quite often in our prayer services, Hashivenu Hashem Elecha B'Nashuva, that we ask the Almighty, please return us, and we will return. Chadei Shamenu Kekedem, please renew our days like the days used to be. So here we go, Hashivenu. Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu kekedem. Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu, Chadesh Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Hashivenu, Hashem Melecha, Hashem Melecha v'nashuva. Chadesh Yomeinu, Yomeinu kekedem. Thank you once again, everyone, for coming tonight. Today.
Of all the selections today, this is the one you're probably most familiar with, because every morning we end the Amida service with our call to Hashem to please help us rebuild the Holy Temple. I give you Cantor Aronzon singing his version of Yehi Ratzon. now Leo will return to the stage to sing a Hebrew song called Shom Yeyush. And the theme of this song is the importance of maintaining your determination and your stamina in life, whatever your goals are, to never give up. I give you Leo. Thank you.
So the meaning of the song, like Morris just said, it means Ein Shum Yeush. A Jew does not believe in giving up. You see in the story of Hanukkah, that the Chashmonaim, these Kohanim, these priests, that there was a few of them, and they were willing to sacrifice their lives, and they didn't give up, and they fought against the Greek army, and miraculously they won. So a Jew intrinsically does not believe in giving up. And the rest of the song means mitzvah gedola liyes b'simcha. There's a great mitzvah to always be intrinsically happy. A Jew always has to live with joy. So here we go. Ein shum yeush.
one of the most famous movie themes ever composed that has lasted the test of time. Was a bestseller, began as a bestseller book by Leon Uris, turned into a very successful classic motion picture starring Paul Newman, Sal Mineo, and Eve Marie Saint. Cantor will now sing a very stirring, moving, and beautiful version of the theme from Exodus. We will end our program today with two duets, Cantor Aronzon and his son Leo. Both songs about Jerusalem. The first song is called On the Seven Hills. It will be performed in a combination of Russian, Hebrew, and English.
Meanwhile, I didn't mean to speak. I'm always only singing. But the song was written by previously doctor. He was doctor before of emergency room in Russia, and he became a composer. He was Jewish, of course, and he was very well-known singer and composer later on. Until now, he's still alive. And his name is Rosenbaum. kalmak, nesli bırak, солнце на поли, и Иерусалим, отличный герой, всех зовет он в бой, собрав и Али, и Иерусалим. Йом белайла, הכל בסדר בירושלים, יום ולילה, הכל בסדר בירושלים. Знаешь, мама, ходим прямо, нельзя Вашем сквозь строй Иерушалаим. Пришла победа, мы ходим в хедер, הכל בסדר בירושלים. Пришла победа, мы ходим в хедер, הכל בסדר בירושלים. На стене холма, на стене ветра, у стены стою и тфилу пою. Дай как капель, вейшма Исраэль, годы привели в Иерусалим. Йом велайла, еврей судьбою каждый день играет. Йом велайла, всех нас зовет к себе Иерушалаим. Гнула спину мать за сына, своих детей теряла Палестина. Горело небо, жигали ребе, но помнит мир Синай и гневен тебе. Горело небо, жигали ребе, но помнит мир Синай и гневен тебе.
The 7 hills, getting windy chills. I'm in the Holy Land. Stand by me, my friend. We're under your spell. And it's Israel. Our only dream is free Jerusalem. Yom Velayla, we're singing all Shalom Yerushalayim. Yom Velayla. We'll bring you peace, you know, Yerushalayim. Dancing, singing, laughter bringing. Your people all around the world are living. Oh, we're your children, our land is Israel. And you're the only one, Yerushalayim. But we're your children, our land is Israel. And you're the only one, Yerushalayim.
Having us. This will be the last song. This song is called Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. It's a very, very important song to end with, of course, during Hanukkah, because the song basically just discusses that in spite of the long and often bitter history the Jewish people have endured, that really we're looking toward an end goal. There's always an end goal, there's an apex toward which we're always looking. The end of history, when the Messiah shall herald in the Jewish people to Yerushalayim, and everyone will know that God's name exists and He's one in the world. And the truth is, it's very important for us because in America, in spite of the opportunities that we have, the comforts that we have here in America, they're great, but it's oftentimes difficult to remember that we're just another link in the chain of this long and often bitter history of the Jewish people. Because you don't have to look too hard to see that in spite of all the comforts and pleasures we have, that in spite of that, there's still tremendous darkness that we live in. you can look at the spike in anti-Semitism in the world, in America the past few years, all over the world. And not just in the exile, not just here in America or in Europe, but even Israel, we see that there's constant existential threats coming from the east. And from the west, you have rockets coming in. Just this week we had rockets coming in, and people are living in tremendous strife all the time. So we're just still part of that link in our dark and bitter history. And beyond all that, we live in an age of information and ideas, and many ideas are floating around in the world that you can get at any time, click of a button, that are very much so against the Torah ideals, the ideals that have carried us through this history. Torah Judaism is called into question. So in spite of all that, this song talks about B'yamahu Yitaka b'Shofar Gadol, that at the end of time, that the Messiah will blow the great shofar and herald in a new era, when instead of many ideas, there'll be one idea, that is that God exists, God is in the world, and that the hatred of the people of the world have been because they understood it subconsciously. The Torah was true, and the Jewish people were the carriers of the truth, and we'll all live, God willing, in peace, and we'll all come back to Jerusalem, to our home in Jerusalem, and we'll live the whole world peaceful under the word of God.
Amen.
Behar HaKodesh, Ve'ishtachavu L'Hashem, Behar HaKodesh, Mitzrayim, Veishtachavu L'Hashem Be'ar HaKodesh, 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 B'Yerushalayim, 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 B'Yerushalayim,
Yerushalayim,
B'Yerushalayim,
Yerushalayim,
B'Yerushalayim, B'Yerushalayim,
Yerushalayim,
B'Yerushalayim,
Yerushalayim, 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 Thank you very much. In the house, Morris Mertz, the most famous violinist in Scranton in all the County area, Mark Williams.
Cantor Aronzon, Moshe Feingold,
And Leo Aronzon. Sound system, Mike Magdon and Moshe Feingold.